Hello everyone and welcome to WWE Discussion. I'm your host and WWE enthusiast Dougie Doug. In today's episode I'm going to be discussing Monday Night Raw. It's February 5th, 2024 edition. An edition of Monday Night Raw that saw WWE attempt to tackle the We Want Cody hashtag in the most awkward way possible. Did they give it the answers? No. Instead they told everybody to tune in on Thursday where supposedly they will provide answers. Now, who knows how things are going to turn out. Ultimately, it would have been nice to have some questions answered on this episode of Raw, but they opted not to do that, and instead, again, turned the focus towards not only the WrestleMania press conference on Thursday, but also towards Elimination Chamber, trying to distract people with the Women's World Title picture. And with that, we'll go ahead and get right into the action, starting with Cody Rhodes, and WWE continues to make the wrong choices in regards to him, but it does raise an interesting question of what is a work, what is a shoot, what's real, what's not. Cody Rhodes has been the talk of the professional wrestling world since he won the Men's Royal Rumble. That discussion got very loud after last Friday's SmackDown when his expected match with Roman Reigns went to The Rock. Now, WWE has acknowledged the social media reaction that led to hashtag We Want Cody trending, but the awkward opener indicated that the company might pivot back to Rhodes versus Reigns, but at this point it seems like a stretch. It seems like, from what I'm seeing on the internet, and again, who knows what's real, who knows what's not real in regards to internet reports, but the way it's trending right now, it looks like that match is locked in, and the reason why it's locked in is because Dwayne Johnson won't back down from said match. So I guess we'll just so that's quite unfortunate, but you would hope with the negative reaction that WWE would just realize that, hey, we gotta do this at another time, but it sounds like this is more of a Dwayne Johnson decision rather than a Triple H decision. And the uncertainty of the immediate future for the American Nightmares added unnecessary complications to what could be the best story WWE has told in years on the road to WrestleMania. The Rock is also feeling the impact, especially en route to what is probably his last major money match. Rocky Suck chants were heard in the arena for the first time in over a decade. Fans seem to have lost any interest in a battle between two members of the Anoa'i family to crown the true head of the table. Rhodes is already the company's top good guy, and he will finish his story, but it should happen at WrestleMania in April. Any further delay will draw even more ire for the WWE Universe. Not only have fans waited way too long to see Cody Rhodes become world champion, but they've also waited too long to see a WWE program with a universally loved world champion at the head of it. So, as I talked about too, it's great that fans have stuck with it, but it's unfortunate that WWE appears to be ignoring the fans at the behest of one man being Dwayne Johnson. Shayna Baszler delivers a much-needed main event level display versus Becky Lynch, which shouldn't be too surprising. Most people who work with Becky Lynch usually have their best match against her. Shayna Baszler's WWE journey has been a series of ups and downs. She had a great run in NXT, was a former, I think, two-time NXT Women's Champion, and when she came up to the main roster, she came up with some hype, went after Becky Lynch on the road to WrestleMania 36, and had an impressive showing in the 2020 Elimination Chamber match. After losing to the man, though, she struggled to get back to the top of the card. While her feud with Ronda Rousey last year was supposedly going to bring her back, ultimately it did not do just that. Lukewarm reception probably slowed that momentum. This made it all the more appropriate that a rematch with Lynch was the first great contest that she has had on the main roster. It could also be an opportunity for Baszler to return to the main event. Lynch won this round, but it was a close call. If the man does win the women's Elimination Chamber match and dethrones whoever at WrestleMania 40, perhaps this could be a rematch at a premium live event, once again with a title on the line. Jey Uso, this feud with Gunther is make or break for his singles career, and the reason why is because it's him going after a singles title once again, but this is different than feuding with Roman Reigns. This is a title that he has an opportunity to win, and also it's his first time as main event Jey Uso on his own, separated from his family, and he's going after a title all on his own. Jey Uso is one of the hottest rising stars in WWE, and his next big challenge is the most dangerous man in the company, Gunther. The longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, has faced many popular stars in his 600-day plus run with the title. Most of them have lost their momentum after falling to the ring general. While Jey has more momentum than any others did before facing Gunther, this feud will still be make or break for the veteran tag team wrestler. Win or lose, whenever these guys battle for the gold, whether Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania, it is important that Uso looks like a main event star throughout. So I would vote in favor of Jey Uso winning this matchup. Braun Breaker, in line for a push upon main roster debut, whether that be on Raw or SmackDown, and Breaker is an incredible talent who's ready for a major spotlight, and while he hasn't formally signed with either Raw or SmackDown, WWE should not waste time with his booking once he does sign. For those who have not followed his NXT career, he's a powerhouse of an explosive offense that flies off the screen, and he might just have the best spear in the business. If WWE does not want to wait until after WrestleMania for his call-up, then they should be looking at finding a spot for him at WrestleMania. Anything else would be a waste of the former NXT champion, although I think it's more likely he debuts after WrestleMania, but if you can find a spot for him in the WrestleMania card, put him on there. He'll fit in just fine. In conclusion, there were plenty of things I like about this episode of Raw, but one cannot help think, given all the buzz surrounding the controversial creative call on Friday SmackDown, that the show kind of fell flat in terms of trying to address that and kind of just, I think mainly just to address that. There is some quality in-ring content, like the opening 4-way tag match and some quality story developments, but this show lacked urgency and failed to build on Friday, mostly because WWE has all tags in the WrestleMania kickoff event Thursday in Las Vegas. That should be a huge press conference and maybe provide more answers to the questions fans have, but Monday's Raw felt like more like a placeholder broadcast than anything else. I guess in regards to Elimination Chamber, it did start putting in the pieces for the women's Elimination Chamber match. No word yet if there's going to be a second chamber match for the men. There probably will be a see how it goes. Rhea Ripley, we all know she's going to be at the show, and her title defense against Nia Jax has been made official, and it should be a good match between those two. This Thursday we find out what's going to happen at WrestleMania. I feel like we're probably going to figure it out. The question is going to be answered who will Reigns face at WrestleMania 40. I'm pretty confident we're going to find out the answer to that one, and unfortunately it seems like the answer is going to continue to be Dwayne Johnson, which is a massive bummer. And with that will conclude this episode of WWE Discussion. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below.